Whenever we think about bad movies, one name that usually comes to mind is Alan Smithee. Alan Smithee is a pseudonym that directors use to replace their real names in movies they want to disown. This usually happens because they had little creative control over the project or simply out of embarrassment.
You thunder-headed stooges are the worst bunch of...
And one of Alan Smithee's masterpieces is a sci-fi film called Solar Crisis. Disowned by its original director Richard C. Sarafian, the film is a complete mess from start to finish, making it worthy of the pseudonym, and I can't wait to see it out of curiosity. So, let's see what the sun has burned this time. This is Solar Crisis. We start off with a text crawl explaining the planet's future.
The sun's enormous power has ravaged the Earth's atmosphere. The unrelenting heat has scorched the Earth's surface, causing cataclysmic storms and calamities such as the world has never seen.
Are you sure that global warming has nothing to do with it?
By threatening to cast a colossal megaflare that will destroy all of the Earth's creatures. In deep space...
Oh, we're still going with the text crawl?
Man has created an antimatter bomb.
Looking good, Freddy. How you feeling?
Terrible. The suspension coils need to be reduced to 2.3%. Yes, better. And thank you, Captain.
I didn't know that robots needed to be stimulated. Maybe they do have feelings after all. I don't think you need another text scroll to fill up the screen. I have to admit, the special effects are very good given the time period, but it all goes to waste when we hear the characters talk.
I don't give a Martian's ass about anything except the performance of my ship.
Captain Borg, I'm a biogene. I know the Helios like I know my own heartbeat.
Yeah, the Big Bang left New Trinity aboard the cargo ship Chicago.
Big Bang?
The antimatter bomb.
I don't have the authority to make that decision. Hell, I'm just watching a store here. What you're asking is going to be up to the...
Exposition, 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 exposition. Cut to Earth, where we see the ridiculous fashion that the future has in store for us, and a meeting by some shady people.
If this Starfire theory occurs, what the hell does it matter?
Teague is gambling that Starfire will never happen. The most powerful financial base the world's ever seen, while everyone is worried about dying. IXL makes a killing.
Capitalists, what do they know?
A megaflare explosion will vaporize the Earth's atmosphere and destroy all life. It is possible that this antimatter device, a bomb, could divert the megaflare away from Earth and into space.
IXL invests in the future. And I refuse to believe that a megaflare, or even God himself for that matter, is going to end it. That's not the way I see it.
Religion mixed up with economics. That's never a good sign.
Mr. Teague, the expedition will be taken care of.
Hey, I didn't know that David Lynch was in this film. Back on the ship, the captain, played by Tim Matheson, talks with the scientist Alex.
Of course, Command sent me your emergency report. You handled it very well.
Well, thank you, sir. Every system has been monitored and personally verified. Now, my procedure will include all personnel, both physically and psychologically.
Psychologically?
Well, a psychological study of the ship's personnel under stress conditions will prove very beneficial.
Talking. He then goes to talk to his father, who is an admiral, played by Charlton Heston.
I have been on New Trinity for the past 3 months, working with enough antimatter to destroy the Earth and the Moon along with it. I figured I'd let it wait.
I didn't want you out there in the first
Dad,
place.
why do you immediately...
You volunteered. I tried to get him up here. I couldn't get the call through, so... Meanwhile, he ran away from that stupid...
Oh my god, are you going to spend the entire film talking? Where is the action? Ah, there we go. The captain's son crash lands in the middle of the desert, but finds a house nearby.
It may take years before the world finds waiting on delivers.
Don't drink that, it's my own sweat.
Who's winning?
Who's winning what, sir?
baseball.
You broke into my house, but I don't care. Give me information. This crazy hobo is played by Jack Palance, and give him some credit, he is the only actor who's at least trying.
I knew it. I knew that kick-ass. I knew it.
Don't get me wrong, his lines are terrible, but his over-the-top performance makes him sound cool, which is more than what I can say for the other actors.
Sir, where are you going?
Where the hell are you going?
Up there. Please, sir, you have to listen to me. I'm running out of time. Sir, you gotta understand the school is real heavy on discipline. And if I don't make that space shuttle, I'm gonna be in serious trouble.
Listen kid, you're not going to get anywhere in life if you don't take a few acting lessons. Back on the Enterprise, they repeat the exact same information about the sun destroying the Earth, as if the first 10 times weren't repetitive enough. Maybe the 11th time will be slightly different.
This is the region we need to penetrate. Region 17. This is where we will prematurely trigger the flare on the far side of the sun.
Raw alignment looks good. Inertia stabilizer full out.
So the penis bomb is brought on board, but someone is bailing out.
Dad, what the hell do you think you're doing? Going down to find your son, damn it! Going after my grandson!
I'm getting out of this movie. Unless we're going to a planet inhabited by apes, count me out of this. I'm going back to Earth to promote the Second Amendment.
And I know when I go flying solo and free. Hang on!
Well, we got a patch?
Yep, I got a patch.
We got somebody coming!
They try to stop it, but it won't do any good.
Those things won't stop for nothing. Unless something stands in its path, and then I think that they're programmed to stop, I think.
Fucking auto trucks.
Maybe they only stop for living people.
Yo, that's something we don't want to find out.
I'm going to damn them to hell!
Please, gonna hit you! Please!
Oh, it did work after all.
Let's go!
Ah, now we're going from Star Trek to Mad Max.
Hey, would you look at that? It's old Travis.
Hey, Colonel.
I didn't know you were a colonel.
So after that enjoyable waste of time, we cut to a painful waste of time as the ship departs for the sun.
Alright, let's hop to it. We're about to fly into Abraham's bosom.
I did not just hear that!
We're about to fly into Abraham's bosom.
Disgraceful.
Alex takes off her Ellen Ripley underwear and gets into one of those futuristic showers that don't use water. But she is knocked out by the David Lynch guy, who somehow managed to get on board the ship without being detected.
Biogene now coded Delilah. Too bad, Delilah. I'm the only one that can ever free you.
So Alex is hypnotized or placed under some mind control. They don't explain it very well.
Alex, you're shaking like a leaf. Look what?
Cut back to the evil businessman and David Lynch. Hello? How did he get back so quickly from the ship? As Peter Boyle talks with one of the scientists.
My company invests in the future. I've invested my ass in food, seeds, water.
I don't know why we travel to the desert just to talk.
You're committing murder against the whole world. I'm warning you. Hey! Hey, what are you doing? No! Hey!
So that's why they went to the desert. To leave Kurt Russell to die.
Yeah, what is it?
Captain, we got a major problem down here. We got a serious vibration problem in the engine coolant turbo.
Get Alex on it.
She's on it. Still can't figure it out.
They are not able to fix it in the control room, so someone will have to do it from the inside.
Whoever's out there is going to get killed, fried.
Well, what do you suggest, Commander? Give me an alternative.
Okay, Captain. Which one? It's your pick.
Let's see. Who is the least useful crew member that we can easily get rid of? Iñaki, you do it.
What?
He makes it to the valves, but something isn't right.
It's unlock hold.
What? Talk to me, somebody! Bullshit, get him out of there! Help me!
I'm going to get killed by the fake fire!
Thermal and radiation levels decreasing. Returning
Coolant flow is back to normal, sir.
So after the ship works again and continues its journey, we cut back to Charlton Heston looking for his grandson.
He's my grandson. He's just a kid. Now, my son's flying into that inferno that...
We'll find him for you. I promise.
The grandson and Jack Palance are at a bar reflecting about the world.
The way I think, this solar crisis has brought the whole world together. And if this mission succeeds, imagine what the world's going to be like. A united world.
No, I don't think so. Humanity would just go back to being violent and cruel. The Kurt Russell scientist is found by some desert men. One of them is Pluto from the Hills Have Eyes, who take him to the bar.
You went to the Academy, Billington.
Yes, sir.
Interrogator.
But that's crazy. Who would want to do that?
Teague.
He said that some guy named Teague from IXL was trying to sabotage the Helios mission.
No kidding.
But since we already knew that, this revelation doesn't work. The bad guys find the scientist dead and they capture the grandson and Jack Palance, who are then tortured.
Travis. Travis?
He's dead? No! Why? Why did you have to kill the best actor in the film? Now there's nothing that will help me get through this. Jack Palance, wherever you are, you will never be forgotten. The bad guys take the grandson without killing him for some reason, and we find out why they want the solar mission to fail.
I'll tell you why. Because the world isn't going to be engulfed in flames. And I don't think it's right to mess around with nature anyway.
Really? That's their only explanation? They're willing to end their own existence just because they believe it's God's will? One thing is accepting fate, and another is not preventing something you could easily avoid, you brainless sons of Bernie Madoff. The ship approaches the sun, and Alex is still acting very nervous by the mind control. Holy shit, her scream is powerful enough to blow up stuff!
Captain, still. Someone on the ship. There's too much going wrong. Someone sabotage.
Harvard, how long to come up with a printout of the crew's security IDs, which have accessed, altered, or reprogrammed systems in the last 24 hours?
But none of that is going to stop the mind-controlled Alex from further ruining the mission.
Alex, did you know that Dr. Manami is going to see to it that I become a ranked officer?
Well, that would be very nice for you, Freddie.
I'm told I'm to be a hero.
Yes, Freddie. We'll both be heroes.
It appears that the bomb is looking forward to Silicon Heaven.
Silicon what? It's the gathering place for the souls of all electrical equipment. Robots, calculators, toasters, hairdryers.
Kill the kid.
Shoot. Shoot. Shoot! Never hire the director of Dune as your bodyguard. So they have a chase on the very same rock where Captain Kirk had that fight in Star Trek. In fact, it would be great to mix them both together. David Lynch is killed and the grandson is found by Charlton Heston.
Thank God. I thought I'd lost you.
No, forget that. Listen to me.
Keep trying.
Charlton, don't you think we should have the tent further away from the water? Nah.
Avery, sir. We're trying to get the message through. All we're getting is static.
Keep trying, son.
Yes, sir.
This is the grandson's only contribution to the story. By having the ship's crew informed about the bad guy's plan. That's it. He was almost entirely pointless.
Hold it! Don't waste it. It's a damn hologram.
Confirmation.
Maybe the bad guy isn't as stupid as I thought. No, I take that back. He is the most pathetic villain ever.
Yeah.
The ship's crew still hasn't figured out anything because the bomb is activated too soon, threatening to blow up everyone.
Backup systems accessed. Please verify security signature code with authorized voice sample.
This is Lieutenant Gordon.
Voice sample not recognized.
God help us.
Alex, Freddy is set to be detonated. You have got to wake up. You've got to come out of this.
3, 2.
Cancel manual detonation code.
But Alex manages to break herself from the mind control and has the bomb deactivated.
Freddy, what happened?
I was programmed manually to detonate.
I know that, Freddy. Who?
Alex Knopf, sir.
Oh, so that's why she acted so suspicious for the last 8 million centuries that it took us to figure it out.
I don't understand why I didn't see it.
It is possible.
For Rod have been initialized and are in full effect. Bay door open. Cargo bay area cleared and depression.
Alex boards the ship carrying the bomb and heads for the sun, which looks like big piles of yellow smoke. And out of nowhere, the film goes through a weird 5-minute scene, reminiscent to 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I wish you could see what I'm seeing.
Describe it to me.
Oh my god, the sun is awesome! I feel so high right now. Burn with me! Burn with me!
Take us home.
The bomb diverts the flare as planned, and the captain has the ship fly back to the most beautiful place in space. The end credits. You would think that a film like this would be entertaining, but it's not. It's very, very dull. On the one hand, the special effects and set design are pretty impressive, and Jack Palance's performance can get a laugh out of me. But apart from that, this is one of the worst science fiction films that I have ever seen. The dialogue is pathetic, most of the subplots are pointless, Charlton Heston is completely wasted with nothing to work with, and the story can at times be very boring. This movie was pretty much dead on arrival, so avoid it at all costs and instead watch Danny Boyle's Sunshine. That's actually a pretty decent film with more or less the same premise. I am a standard critic, and thanks for watching.